Hi all. In today's videos, we are going to see about two topics in cloud computing. First one is introduction to cloud computing. Next one, definition of cloud. Let us see first topic, introduction to cloud computing. What is cloud computing? As we all know that cloud computing defines storing and accessing data over the internet from any places, it is different locations. We all know that this is a basic concept of cloud computing. So we are going to see in this video what are the various services and types in cloud, and we can access those data over the internet. So in simple term, cloud computing is nothing but it is used for storing and accessing the data over the internet instead of our own computer hard disk. Because if we store our data in our hard disk, in general we can't store all a huge amount of terabytes of data in our normal local hard disk. For that we are going for cloud computing, that is in externally we are going to store and access those data in cloud computing. So later videos will see in depth of how we are going to see store and access those data in cloud. Cloud computing is also called as on-demand computing. What is on-demand? Because on-demand is nothing but we are going to pay the amount, how much data we are going to store and how much time period we need. Okay. For example, if you want to use storage data for 1 TB, we are going to pay the amount for only 1 terabyte. Not going to pay more extra for 2 TB or 3 TB. We are going to pay the amount only for 1 TB. So that is called as on-demand computing. So we are going to pay as per use for the storage. It's not only for storage, for accessing the data, application building, and for platform also. Same process. So this is why cloud computing is called as on-demand computing. Next one is using a network of remote servers hosted on the internet. Because we are going to access our data through remotely over the internet. We are going to use some network services and which act as a remotely over the internet. We are going to access our server. Next one is utility computing. So utility computing is nothing but on-demand computing. That is how much we are going to use our data or store, that much amount we are going to pay the amount. So this is called as utility computing. So as in general, cloud computing is nothing but we are going to store and access those data over the internet in some external hard disk or server instead of our own hard drive, which is acting as a virtualization. Next, we'll see cloud computing architecture. It's a simple architecture how we are going to store our data in cloud. So in front end we are as a client infrastructure, that is our own system or laptop which is acting as a internet front end. So we are going to connect over the internet and access our storage. Okay, so over the internet we are going to access our data. This is internet. So over this our storage backend. This is not our local hard disk, it's an external or virtual host where we are going to store our data. This acts as a server. So in this we are accessing for infrastructure. So infrastructure we are going to store. So whenever we store our data, suppose if we want, for example, if you are entering your students details and name, so your name, students name details from front end, it is going to come from front end. Client structure is going to come and store here in infrastructure backend cloud storage, not in your own computer hard disk. So over the internet, suppose if you want to access those details, so you have to extract from here. Your data is going to come over this infrastructure storage to client infrastructure. So this is acting as a server, it's a backend. So application service runtime cloud we'll see in the upcoming videos in detail. So before going to cloud computing, what technology was in market? That is called grid computing. So what is the difference between grid computing and cloud computing? We'll see in this slide. So cloud computing is nothing but it is based on client server computing architecture. Grid computing is nothing but distributed computing architecture. What is client server and distributed? That is, client server is nothing but it is acting as a two-layer architecture. That is, we are using only two systems. That is, in front end we are accessing only one system where all our details are going to store in one server. Okay. So suppose for example we are monitoring or maintaining our student details. So our own system will act as a client, or all the student details all the records will be storing in single server. In grid computing, we are going to distribute those data. Suppose if we want to execute or task of single task within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it is going to distribute all those large data into small files and storing into multiple servers. So this is called as grid computing. So next one is cloud servers are owned by infrastructure providers. What? Because those who are providing infrastructure, we are going to give separate cloud servers to store our data. But in grid computing, it is owned by Globus Toolkit with managed by organization. Individual organization has to be managed in grid computing. But in cloud computing, it is not no need to manage in cloud servers. We need to store those data in cloud computing. Cloud computing acts as a centralized management system because it is a default client servers computing. So it is called as centralized. Grid computing is called as decentralized management system because we are going to distribute those data into various systems. That is going to execute our task parallelly in different systems. And cloud computing, we know it is based on pay-per-use, but in grid computing is not defined because we are going to manage by own organization, and because of a pay-per-use, it is more flexible, cloud computing. But in grid computing, we are not going to manage as pay-per-use, so it is less flexible. So in cloud computing, it is also called as highly accessible services because they are going to provide services in 3 different platforms. That is 3 types of services: infrastructure, platform, and software. But in grid computing, it's a low accessible services because it does not provide in different types. It is providing own toolkit in single toolkit called Globus Toolkit. So next we'll see what is cloud computing. It is definition. Cloud computing, as we all seen before in introduction, it is a general term. It is involves delivering our host or content over the internet because we are going to store or deliver our services over the internet. That is storing and accessing data programs over the internet instead of your own computer hard disk. So definition of cloud computing is nothing but it is used to store and access data and programs over the internet instead of our own computer hard disk. It is also called as on-demand computing because it is purely based on paper as you use. So this is the definition for cloud computing. Next we'll see what is the types of cloud. There are 3 types: public, private, hybrid. Another one type is also is there community cloud. Okay, we'll see in general what are these three types mainly. First we'll see look on about what is private cloud. In private cloud, it is nothing but this cloud is purely managed by single organization. Okay, for example, if we take our college, so our college full details will be stored in private cloud. Suppose we are having private cloud centers, all of those details will be stored in private cloud. So second type is public cloud. So public cloud is nothing but we are going to store our data in somewhere in different locations where those details will be stored in virtualization because we can't see those data, but we can by virtual we can access those data and store our data over the cloud. So hybrid cloud is nothing but it's a combination of public and private cloud. So we are going to give administration access for private and public cloud. For administration people, we are going to give private cloud. So for students and faculty, we are going to give us public cloud. So this is the main difference in three types of cloud. So there is another type called cloud community cloud. In this, for example, if you tell same community, if you take CSE. So CSE, there are we have 4 years, first year, second year, third year, 4 year. So these 4 years students formed as a single community, and those details will be stored in separate cloud, that is called community cloud. Next, we will see what are the types of cloud services. So there are three types of cloud services: infrastructure cloud as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. What is infrastructure? It is act as a storage. Why we are telling infrastructure as a storage? Let's see with an example. For example, if we take an organization, we for example, we are taking student details from 2011 to 2020. There are huge number of data is there. Is it possible to store all those student details? For example, academics, placement, personal details, marks, university marks, internal marks, then activities, extracurricular, co-curricular, all those details can be stored in a single system. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. To store these details, we have to build separate building called data center. There where servers will be there, we have to store all those details. So we need some infrastructure for storing those data. If we don't have any infrastructure facilities, obviously we move towards cloud providers, where those who are providing infrastructure. So this is the type called infrastructure, where we are going to store all those data in infrastructure. So infrastructure is nothing but we are going to store our data virtually in different location, those who provides our services. Next one is platform. So platform is nothing but OS, operating system, where we are going to develop applications. Okay, so some softwares we need immediately for either for 6 months or 1 year. So we know we have we don't have that much facilities to purchase in software, so that we go for meet cloud service provider, those who provide platform services. We request them to provide this software to build an application, that is called as platform as a service. Next one is software as a service. It's a package software where all our application is inbuilt. Just we are going to be the end user to enter our details. This is act as a software as a service. Next, we'll see what are the benefits of cloud computing. So first benefit is reduce operational cost, because we are going to store access data as per the paper use method. So obviously our additional cost will be less, because if we want to store and access those data for only for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, so for that it is enough to pay the amount. Next one is they are going to provide service in three different manners: storage, software, and platform. Okay, so storage, we are going to store those data in infrastructure, platform, and software. Cost efficiency also is very less. Then data protection, because as we are going to store data in virtually in different place, our data will be protected, where some different security methods are available in the market, so we can make use of that. Next one is scalable and flexible, because we are going to process our data in different place and store those data, and obviously be in flexible manner. So next one is high performance processing, because we are going to store and access over the data in the internet, so our process will be very flexible. Next, we'll see some examples who are providing in cloud service provider. Just we'll see 2 examples. What is Azure? That is, in Microsoft organizations provide Azure as a cloud platform. So Microsoft providing cloud service in Azure. Okay, Microsoft Azure is nothing but they are providing cloud. So it is launched in 2010. So as per pay use model, they have started their cloud. techniques. So more than three types, there are three types. There's providing infrastructure, platform, and uh, software. So in what are software they're providing, like programming languages, C Sharp, Node, JS, Java, etc. Data centers around the world they are they're having, so we can store our those data over the internet. Okay, so they are providing different places. So next we'll see about Google Cloud Platform Services. In Google Cloud Platform Services, they are providing so many services like compute services, networking services, cloud AI services, big data services, and storage services. So storage service is nothing but we are going to store our data in virtual manner. Big data is we are going to process our those data in unstructured data. That is big data services. Cloud AI service is nothing but into for example, if we take a medical field, some robotics is doing some major operations daily, 3 to 5 operations robotics is doing. So we need those data, robotics AI inbuilt machines data to store somewhere. So that, so they're providing cloud AI services also, networking, computation powered services also they are providing. So thank you. At last, in this video we have seen major two topics: introduction to cloud computing and definition of cloud computing. So what is overview of cloud computing? It is nothing but we are going to store and access those data over the internet and process it. This is a simple term of cloud computing. Thank you.